whatnot, trying to hammer the natural world into what we want it to be. And really, if you just like take a look around, like nature's got this shit figured out.
Yeah.
And if we would do a little bit more to model ourselves,
stop tamping it down.
Yeah, into what nature has really designed, then things would probably go a little bit more smoothly.
For sure.
And that concept, I think, is very much so awake in Japanese culture as a whole, and also within their culinary experience.
Absolutely. Now, a question I've been sent in from a guy that I work with. He told me to ask brats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you boil them before you grill them, or do you just grill them?
Grill them. Go fuck yourself boiling them.
Depends on my mood.
Okay.
Honestly, I have made brats. I boiled them in beer first before throwing them on the grill.
That's fair.
Just it cooks the inside, and then you don't have to worry about like undercooking them or all that on the grill. I do like the last few times I've made brats. I just throw them on the grill. I mean, you don't. It's no nonsense. You just throw them on the grill. I do, however, love making festival-style turkey legs or like carnival-style turkey legs. That's my favorite.
The big old
right now.
barbarian guys.
That's my favorite fucking food. I think if I had to pick, if I had to choose one like food to eat the rest of my life, it'd probably be carnival-style turkey legs. If
I have never done that before.
You just
tell me the process. Please.
I found turkey legs at Hy-Vee for like $1.30 or something ridiculous, and there were 3 of them, and they were huge. They were huge, like carnival ones.
As somebody that enjoys kilts and the Highland Games and Celtic life,
kilts.
Yeah.
I feel
kilts.
I feel like this is definitely in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For a second, you guys said kilts, and I was like, that's not a word. That's not a real thing.
That's not a real thing. You just made that up.
You ever hear a word, and like you've heard it a million times, or you see it spelled, you're like, that's not right.
Oh, the spelling thing all the time. Yeah.
But you guys said kilts, and I was like, they're making a joke on purpose. That's not what it's really. I was like,
oh, it's old fuck with Jake Day, huh? Oh, yeah, kilts. That's a thing.
Yeah, I have 2 of them. I have a black one and a blue one. I wore one to a wedding earlier this summer. I have a wedding in a week to go to that I'm probably going to wear it to just because, fuck it, it's a kilt.
Kilt is nice for a wedding.
And it's, you get a breeze going.
I was going to say, are you ever worried the breeze is going to be too much and they're just going to see everything? Because you don't wear underwear with them, right?
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. I did in the last one just because there are children around, and I was like,
that's the last thing that you need on your conscience right
just
now.
In case.
Yeah, I don't.
You go to the Quad City Celtic Festival?
I need to. It's on my list of things to do, but having worked 3 jobs the last few years, it's
tough.
It's a lot to take in.
Quad City Celtic Festival, Saturday, September 15th at 9 a.m. Just a little plug.
Ooh,
heck yeah!
There you go. Now we're coming into the last leg here. I got a nerdy question for you.
Hit me.
If you had to pick a system and a game, what would you pick?
Witcher 3, PlayStation 4.
For the rest of ever?
For the rest of my life. I've thought about this.
Did you feed him the questions?
I was going to say.
No, you don't understand. Witcher 3 changed my whole perception of like what I wanted a video game to be, and it's so much more than just the game. It's what it did for CD Projekt Red. Because first of all, I like PlayStation generally better than Xbox because Xbox is a system designed to incorporate your entire media platform, and it's a very online-centered, multiplayer thing. And I like single-player games. I like to sit in my room by myself, get away from the outside world, and fucking put my headphones on, and just me and the screen and a great story and the characters, and that's what I like to do with my gaming time.
Well, PlayStation is perfect because it facilitates both those.
Right.
Play by yourself or play with...
or play with friends. And I love it. And Witcher 3 just kind of elevated my expectation of what I want video games to be from now on. I think the new God of War got close. I'm hoping that the new Kingdom Hearts gets close. Right. But for what I like in a video game, Witcher 3 was the epitome of that. And the fact that CD Projekt Red was on the verge of non-existence.
Right.
This was it. They were done. They were like, this is a passion project. We're making this for the fans. We don't even give a shit how much we spend on it or how long it takes or whatever. We're going to get it right. There's going to be a bunch of free DLC and shit. Yeah. This is for you guys for sticking with us for so long. Peace, like, we're out. Yeah. And it did so well that it resurrected the fucking studio. A whole game studio resurrected on the back of one game. That tells you something about the quality of what they did and the mentality that more game developers need to come to the playing field with, which is this is for the fans. This ain't about us or making money. This is about what the people want. And if we can focus on that, on what we loved about video games and make that for other people, then they're all going to do better and we're all going to enjoy it a lot more.
Now, as somebody that grew up on movies like The Mighty Ducks and Heavyweights, coming out of like that era of movies where it's like, well, we got one last leg, guys, let's give it our all, and they're like, we saved the camp, like those guys. I'm like, all right, yeah, I can dive with that.
Yeah, fat kid ramp that go-kart over EA. And...
Right. Oh man. Speaking of which, has anybody seen the recent pictures of what happened to Goldberg? The goalie from,
that's sad.
Holy shit!
What happened?
Life happened to that guy, and it smacked him in the dick.
I don't know, but he's looking thin.
He's lost a lot of weight.
He's looking wet sewer rat-like.
Yeah.
He could cast him as Master Splinter in the next Ninja Turtles movie, that's for sure.
What happened to you? A tapeworm. Yeah. No. So, okay. So
sorry, I just looked up a picture on my phone. Woof. Yeah. At first, when he said Goldberg, I was like, "No, what happened to WWE?"
Oh my God.
Goldberg.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Jewish jackhammer stallion Goldberg. No, different Goldberg.
Okay, can I ask one quick question?
Yeah, you got it.
One quick one. So, say you didn't have to raise a family because you just had a butt ton of money, and obviously you're going to donate a lot of it. But what do you do with your time? I guess what are a few things that you're passionate about that you would be doing right now if you didn't have to worry about providing for a family?
I'd be running my charity, but I'd be doing it via video conferencing from Japan.
Nice.
I've said this before, and I'll probably say it until the end of my days. If I didn't have a pregnant wife and 2 kids, when I left for Japan, y'all never would have seen my ass again. I'd have stayed over there. I'd opened up a fucking gym next to a restaurant off of Asakusa in Tokyo and just fucking lived out the rest of my days.
Is there a gym culture
right there
in Japan?
Not the kind that I think...
It's more based on like martial arts.
It's
right?
It's a lot more disciplined. There's not as much in terms of like we think if you go to the gym and you see guys that just do arms all day and they're sweating and they're screaming at each other and taking protein shakes and fucking pre-workout and shit. That doesn't exist as much within their culture. It's a much more disciplined daily physical thing, and I think that I would enjoy that a lot more in the long term. But then also just to bring some like Midwest food, because it is such a foodie place and you can get so many different things, but to kind of have that Western food experience from the Midwest, because everybody brings New York shit places and LA shit places and Texas shit places, but I haven't yet to go somewhere else and have like a tenderloin.
I was gonna say
that blew me the fuck away.
When was the last time the Japanese had a pork tea? You know?
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And
but they love it.
Yeah. That next to the gym, and I just run both. And
I think the one thing that's stuck in my head from you talking about not coming back from Japan is now I just imagine your wife getting letters like, "It's me, your husband, Roberto." That was stuck in my head, and I had to get it out.
She said she'll move there with me. I'm like, nah, language barrier. I don't want to pay for that.
Right. Baby, I don't want to force learning a new language on you.
That's not friendly.
Yeah. You got.
I have some lightning round questions, real quick.
Oh shit! Here we go. Is this blank or blank?
For the most part, yes.
Okay,
it's also okay. We're going with not a breakfast theme, but there's a few. Favorite omelet fillings?
Cheese and bacon.
Cheese and bacon. All right.
Respectable.
Absolutely.
Now, when it comes to bacon, how do you like it? Do you like it crispy, not as crispy, a little bit of crisp?
I will, of those 3 choices, I would say crispy.
Crispy.
Yeah,
okay.
Right, yeah.
I had like the equivalent of a bacon like steak. It was just like a slow cooked bacon. It was like this
Ooh,
thick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
I've never had bacon like that before.
They have bacon jerky, like breakfast jerky. That shit's fantastic.
That sounds pretty good.
It's got a little bit of girth to it, but
I like
I'd try it.
We were talking about brunch buffet earlier. Ham steak or chicken fried steak?
Chicken fried steak.
You can put gravy on it.
Yes, sir.
You can put gravy on both of them, but
you're handling this like a job interview. I appreciate your
Just-
candor.
You've never seen my job interview.
confidence of I'm getting hired. Hash browns or country style potatoes?
Hash browns for me.
Okay. Both again. What are your thoughts
I, mean,
on?
I can't lose with any of these. Like these are all really excellent things.
When it comes to like crock pots and slow cooking, are you like a person who you want your food within like 20 minutes, or are you someone who can throw something in and let it sit for a day and then you're gonna eat it and like come in your pants?
Enjoy it.
Yeah, no offense to anybody who has one, but fuck the Instant Pot. I don't have anything really against it.
Okay.
But I am a huge fan of prepping stuff the night before, putting it in the crock pot in the slow cooker before I leave for work, setting it on low, come home, and it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Yes, pot roast is one of my
Chili.
favorite.
Now this
With
is,
or without corn?
Without corn.
Without corn.
now this is where you leave the room. Your wife comes in, and we ask her the same
The
question.
same
Just try and get 200 points.
There would be none of the same.
Country style ham or Virginia style ham?
Country style ham.
Was that the one you asked us last time?
no,
yeah.
Me and him both went,
What?
Do you know the difference?
It was like one is more sweet, one is more salty, and I was like, you know what? It depends.
yeah.
See,
I'm
for
more
me,
of a
it's like, it
Virginia style
depends. It's
myself.
like,
It's the time of day.
I have to know what sides are going with it. That's
That's fair, because you do want to pair
right.
the
If
flavor of the
if
ham
you're gonna
as
have French
well.
toast,
See,
you're gonna
yeah,
want
and that's-
Virginia style.
Yeah.
Right. I was thinking like when I lived in Virginia, we would get the Virginia style ham and like cinnamon apples, and then eggs and hash browns, and those all just go together so well.
I don't know. For me, it would come to like what's the rest of our day look like? Am I eating this and I get to lay with my feet up for a little while, or are we running around, or I'm doing stand up later and I've got that feeling like, oh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh, that tastes like maple. Like I have to know what the rest of the night looks like.
All right, cut a steak. If you had to choose, money's not an issue. Ribeye or a tomahawk?
I'll take the tomahawk personally.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was hoping to. All right. Then the last lightning round one that I can think of. When it comes to burgers, are you like a simple burger guy? Like you like your regular toppings, or do you go a little bit extra? Do you like a little like grilled cheese for buns, and then there's like a garlic aioli? You're throwing around words like aioli. Like do you like just like a simple like a pretzel bun and a well cooked burger, or like a shit ton of ingredients, and then it might be okay.
If it is a shitty burger, then you're going to have to load it with whatever you've got on hand. But the ultimate burger for me is ultimately it's just based on the meat. Mm-hmm. I think this came down to I used to produce a cooking show online with John, you're aware of, called Body and Soul, and we did a burger challenge at one point where John made a burger and then a kid from a restaurant or from a bar made a burger. And the difference I could tell instantly was that John made his with fresh beef, high quality, mixed it himself. It was like pork and beef, like 60-40 or something like that, and he put dude, it was
he said pork and beef.
it was he fucking stuffed it with feta and had horseradish pickles on it, and just
horseradish pickles.
Oh my god! If you haven't had Nathan's horseradish pickles, do yourself a favor, go to Aldi's and pick up a jar.
All right, hold on. I need to make
I
a
will
note
eat
of
them
this.
by the jar.
Okay.
Oh, they've got some in the fridge. We're gonna have to
Brandon,
do
I'm
this.
gonna be right in your fridge after the episode.
I can see your aiolis.
But the other one was a frozen patty, just like out of the freezer, and threw it on and made it. And don't get me wrong, and it was
pickle
covered in
slices on the side.
fried onion strings and bacon and barbecue sauce and just layers of shit. And by the time it was all done, I was like, I can't even hardly taste the burger on this one. It's good.
Right.
But if you give me a quality burger, I don't care what is on it. If the meat is fresh and is cooked properly.
Right. No, there's at McDonald's they're doing like what's it called? Like a steakhouse burger. Are you guys in? What is that now?
And Nathan's horseradish pickles.
Oh shit! We went in fork and all. Good God. No, so McDonald's has like this smokehouse burger with like onion strings or onion straws or whatever on it, and I got it. I was like, I'll try it. I'm tired of like the Big Mac. See, I was like, I need something quick. I got the burger. And I bit into it, and the first thought that crossed my head was like, "Stay in your lane, bitch."
You can't call something smokehouse if you're using liquid smoke in your burgers.
That's fair.
Right.
You can say